All right, let's see how this goes. Hey, YouTube. It is Cece, Cartwheel VSG, coming at you with an update. What? Yeah, I have been missing all of you and been watching YouTube videos this week, and it is a rainy, crappy Northern California wintry day, and I don't know. Y'all inspired me to do an update, so we'll see how this goes. Could be a little bumpy, but here we go. This is week 125. Thank you, Scotty RNY, for figuring that math out for me. Almost month 29 VSG update. My surgery was June 23rd, 2015 at Stanford Valley Care Medical Center in Pleasanton, California with Dr. Marius Stockery. My highest recorded weight was 266, although I think it was a lot higher than that. I was really good at avoiding the scale and the camera, but that's my highest recorded weight, I think. My surgery weight was 256. My lowest weight, I think, was 155 or 156. And my current weight is 167. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that when we get there. So, what have I been up to since the last video? I didn't even check when I posted the last one, but it was probably months ago. I have been going to regular therapy, which I think is a great thing to do, and I'll talk about that. I've also been doing regular personal training, which is expensive, but again, I don't know. I think it's necessary, or at least to get enough to go so that you have a routine down for strength training. I didn't really know anything about strength training until I started working on the getting a personal trainer and doing deadlifting and all that good stuff. So I think it was money well spent. But it is expensive, but worth it. And I went to the Obesity Help Conference in Long Beach, California, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So where am I 2.5 years out? Well, I will say that the epiphany that I had the other day that I shared with my hospital support group is that in hindsight, now that I'm about 2.5 years out, I really think that, no offense to anybody that's new to the surgery, but I think that the real tenacity and work and grit goes into this surgery and your plan when you are at least 18 months out. At least that's when it hit for me. I could start eating a lot more at 18 months out. Oh, and by the way, I'm testing out new glasses that I got. Anyway, this is pair number 1. I'm going to put on pair 2 and pair 3 by the end of this, hopefully, if I can remember all this. Yeah, so I think that 2.5 years out, I think the real tenacity and grit steps in around 18 months out when the swelling's done on your surgery, when you're done with the honeymoon phase, or at least I was by then. I could eat a lot more by 18 months. I still cannot eat the way I used to eat. So in my hospital support groups, and I do get asked from time to time things about the surgery, and no, I cannot eat the way I used to eat pre-surgery. No way. My surgeon put it correctly to me when she said, you will be able to eat the size of like a lean cuisine tray. That'll be like your normal meal size if you're eating what you're supposed to be eating. And I think she meant, sticking to protein and vegetables, and that's right. Sometimes when I'm just eating protein and vegetables, it's a lot less than that. Maybe it's even half of that. But if I'm really hungry and the restriction is normal-ish, that's about the most I can eat. So what is that, a cup and a half, something like that? I don't know. but certainly not near what I used to be able to put away and eat. And so anyway, this whole summer I did a lot of traveling for work, and that's a challenge because you're eating in hotels and you don't know exactly what they're feeding you. And I wasn't at my home, so I wasn't on my home scale. So I wasn't weighing myself every day. So I would come back from a week long or 10 days or even sometimes 2 weeks on the road, and I'd weigh myself and I went up. So you go back to your plan, whatever works for you. In my case, I am very vigilant about sticking to, I'm not no carb. I don't know if I am keto, official keto. I'm keto-ish. So, that sounds like a crappy word, but I don't eat bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, corn, starchy vegetables, no. Crackers, bread, nothing. Sugar carby, flour carby, nothing. So I stick to vegetables and pretty much green vegetables and protein. So eggs, cheese, fish, meat. I eat red meat, I eat pork, I eat chicken, I eat any kind of meat. But so that's what I do when I'm sticking to my plan. But do I drink alcohol? Yeah, I do. I mean, not every day. But if I want to have a glass of wine, I'm going to have a glass of wine. If I want to have Bloody Mary, I have Bloody Mary. So I guess that's not really on plan per se, but a normal part of my life. Do I gain weight from it? No. Do I track? Yeah, I track in MyFitnessPal once a month. But I'm thinking about getting diligent about that after Thanksgiving. And tracking every day for a couple weeks just to see if, just to spot check myself. But I remember coming back from being on the road, and the highest I saw was 175. And I gotta be honest with you, scared the crap out of me. If any of you have kids in the room, it goes without saying, I probably swear a little bit, so sorry about that, but just fair warning, you might not want to be playing this in front of them. But yeah, scared the crap out of me, and, now I'm 167. I can, when I follow my plan, I can get back down to where I want to be, but my normal range used to be 158 to 163 was my happy range. I don't know if I'm being 100% fair with that. Hold on for a second.